Well,
Danke or Danke Jean.
Dunke, yeah,
Okay.
Dunke, that's Carmax.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I'm from, Carmax. Little Salmon, that's where I come from. You too.
Mm-hmm.
Well, okay, I start now. Kind of a little hard for me. Dunia writing, hati waiting, I don't know. When I was a little boy, little, I could talk. My mother and ma, they taught. That's in Kwanlin, they use the Joe from Tota Erdashe, they call Wonder Crossing. Ta on the use like the barge. Ta on the use Baron Hedo, Kwanlin done. Oh no, Kwanlin not done that time. Lots of good down here. I don't know what year that's supposed to be. I must be about 2 years old. When I went downtown to see lots of good down there, downtown. I remember T&D store. That's what they call Howard store right now. And NC store. Then we walk around the Tillandroy store. And my mother said, let's go to NC. So we go to NC store just down below it. And she told me, stand up here for a while. No, that one and that, she told me. Stand up here, is what that meant. And I see a wagon, not a wagon, it's wintertime, a sleigh. Nice looking sleigh, but not high, I guess. What do you call it? Made out with iron anyway. And they sit on kind of high. A little sleigh. You got a little cap in it. And Boy, I scared of those horse. No, that's why underneath yet. And my son, though, he died to me. Come, that's what that meant. Boy, I said, thank you. I was just glad that you gave me all. I was standing up outdoors. Horses come about that far, I guess. In part of the table. Oh boy. I don't know what kind of animal is that. There's one in the store. I don't know. KU. I think about 10 days we've been here. Go back to Wonder Crossing again. Oh, I say you who's it? So ta ani o nothing true. We camped down Lake Labarge again. Going back. And next day we'll make it to Wonder Crossing. I say you who's it?
Winter crossing. Kwanlin. Dekoja.
On Tutchone River.
Dekoja.
Huh?
Dekojana. Ichikojana. What happened there?
Oh. No, that's where my dad, they live around there.
Mm-hmm.
And one older timer name, that's his brother-in-law. His name, Lake Labarge Billy. He got some kids around here too. The Avon bunch does all this.
Dunke Duye. Like the barge Billy.
I don't know. If I'm Carmax, but there's no Carmax here. I don't know what his name is. Labarge Billy. So that Irvine kids in Clatero, that's all like Labarge Billy grandkids. Got quite a few. I don't think another one of them understand their native language, I want. That bunch.
A Jew?
Nothing.
A Jew thigh.
Yeah. One of them used to live up at the village. His name, I think he died him already. He died last fall, I think. Raymond Irvine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then anyway, would he do whatever he should, like people run out a baking powder like that, and the flour, and the sugar, and tea. Well, not too much coffee. Then my dad don't care too much for coffee. And I come back there, I remember I went across it. And I'm the youngest boy in the family, boy's part anyway. And I got one sister behind me. She's the youngest. She's a baby. Her name is Phyllis Smith. My mother passed away 1938. What month is that? Is that November?
Okay.
Oh, November the 8th she passed away. Yeah. A year 1938 too.
Louie.
Hmm?
Asiwa niiana kodai ke Asiwa kitty uye.
Oh, kid, oh yeah. Oh, I was going to tell you about that too. That one, every summer, they always come to one crossing. Sa close na head to you every summer. Out here, Dasher is a nice valley that. All the way through from Tutchone River, all the way through behind that mountain, all the way it comes out up where Johnny Joe is. That valley has come out here. And there's Tita'a, they call that. That's the Tutchone country, you come out there. The same valley from Wonder Crossing and all the way through, you come out to Marsh Lake. Yeah. That's the Tutchone Trail all the way through from Wonder Crossing to Marsh Lake. That's where I like to see a toad road go through there with a car for the young people could know, like him. They want to go. They want to go travel around. Young people. They want to see the country. They can't travel highway all the time. They got to go through the Black Lake. Munjant, they call it Black Lake. Means a Black Lake. Just pure black. I went over with a helicopter a few years ago. What do you call that? That helicopter driver from 1016.
Rosalie Washington.
Delmar, yeah. Delmar, Washington.
Rosalie Washington Ugarai.
Yeah. I think he really understands the native language, that boy.
Winter crossing, Dunke Duye.
Ota Erdashe. Ota Erdashe means where that, with open creek they call it. That open creek hit the Teslin River. This was I mean, Udashe. Where they in, they call it Dashe. Ota Erdashe. Then from there, Teslin River, they call them Hodi Lichu. Like he pressed against both sides, the last cliff on the Teslin River. And all the way up to Teslin Lake, I guess. Johnson Crossing, you see there too. You see a cliff, one side red in the roof from the bridge. See, because the river move around all the time. He go this way. You see the hill, he bug them when they get high. Chew a target. Yeah, people survive by, with a boat and a raft a long time ago. Even little Simon Indians go right up to Johnson Crossing a long time ago. And they built a raft in the fall. And knew they come down. And go back to Little Simon. Sort of winter supply, They make lots of dry meat, boy. You should see a pack from here, but right to their table, I guess. Kichu. What's that mean, you know?
Birchwater.
Yeah, boy, it's very good. Yeah, birch bark. That's what they use to cover the dry meat, so you don't get wet the snow, rain. And they tie them up with a rope. Kenron, they call it. The babbage, big one. There's a rope, Indian rope, that one. They tie them up and leave it there. And they put them on a high place, so mice wouldn't get into it.
Yukon,
Huh?
Yukon, no?
Oh yeah, that one there. You gotta wait in July when you get to Tutchone River. And what they do, they get them with a net. I don't talk about white man net. They're making themselves with their hands. Oh boy. My dad talk about that. They get the moose like a ched, you know. That's where they get
Tutchone tendon?
yeah. Kuchanke, they call sinew. Dunke, yeah. They make kind of little, about same size though, I guess. And here they had to tie it. They had to tie it a certain way too, so it wouldn't get soaked and get loose. When the fish get catch the fish pull hard, you know. And that thing there to tie it up, the way they tied it, you can't get the young people to do it. You gotta get the old woman, old lady, really old. You tie it up. Okay, she said. So they give her that fish net, and then she tied it. She made a full tie out of it. Then she get a charcoal and touch it with a charcoal too, before she tied it up. And this way it can't get loose. It just stay right there, kaput. And you can't slip too. You can't step out of the side when the fish pull. That's how they make the fish net. That's what my dad always talk about that. I ask him, that's what they do, he said. What he tell me, he said, a lot of people say Indian don't know nothing. They get mad, they swear, he said. He don't know nothing, he said. Baloney, full of baloney, he said. They don't know, he said. Indian people, he's pretty smart his own way. Amen, that's true. Like us, right here, this is Tiger Kwanlin a little bit. From Lake Labarge, Tiger Kwanlin go around there too. And a Marsh Lake, a little bit of Tiger Kwanlin, not too many different. Well, I believe maybe Tutchone people come through this way once in a while. But they talk about their stay, they live around this inner Marsh Lake. Tigers, that's mostly Tigers corn country. That's where they get married, they get Tigers. They bump into Tigers corn girls. Native people, young people like you guys. That's where they have a really good time. Civilization going on in there. Tigers, riding tigers. Tagger, they call it. Tagru. It's a narrow place. That's where bridge go across right now.
The Takamo?
Huh?
Takamo?
That's right.
Takambo?
It's like a language to get that one.
Okay. Johnny Smith, Anina, when I was talking with them, he said this place is an open place by the Blue Bridge.
I don't know, Johnny Smith is talk kind of funny. He even native language, he don't talk right, that guy. His daddy same way too. Old Billy Smith. Something one talk pretty good. She just died this spring. Her name May Smith, the last one.
Oh, right. May Hume, eh?
Yeah, May Hume, that's the one. She talked native and pretty good language, just like a regular bird.
Back to, was it Huda? Winter Crossing?
Oh yeah. Oh, back to Winter Crossing. Well,
what was life like there?
Back to Winter Crossing. There's a little bit of northern Tutchone in it. Quite a few. They go up that way all the time. Carmack, or Little Simon Indian go up that way. Way up to close to Johnson Crossing. That's where my mother come from, Little Simon.
Okay.
And like Alice Corey, she's a wolf. That's why you're a wolf. A guna, they call that. A guna. Little boy too, I think a guna too.
Kajet Uche.
Huh?
Kajet Uche. Hanjet.
100. Oh. Crow?
Okay. Okay. So maybe, is there a little story that you can share about when you were living in Winter Crossing? If you can just say it in the language, that'd be great.
Yeah, okay. Well, mostly I know that anyway. I born 1932. That's when I was born. And October the 3rd. Doug Simon Slough. They call Tutchone. It's a Doug Simon Slough, that's what they call that. That's where we're born. October 30 get pretty cold. Not like this though, but cold enough. I guess my dad stopped there. He wanted to get some lots of dark salmon there. The one they call dark salmon or something like that.
See.
Some of the dark salmon go to Tutchone. You.
Douglas Joe Ugatlan, the Joe family, eh?
Okay.
Yeah, Joe family. Joe and Douglas Joe. Joe and little bit assume too.
Okay.
Yeah. Another one, I don't know. Nicia, they call him. That's when they had their Yukon Inn. The whole Yukon Inn now. What is his name in English, that boy?
G.
Uh,
Macho?
no, I think his name, I know the name, but I forgot.
Dave?
No, Lily Berkel. Berkel, I don't know.
Paul Burkle?
Yeah, Paul Berkel, that's him. Yeah. That means Nigeria means he used to live in a deserty ass lake. This side the deserty ass, like a west side. And the war come there. That army come from Tutchone, they call that. That means part of Beaver Creek. That's where those Indian people come from. They call it Tutchone. That means rats, muskrats, people. That's what the name of it. They have a war with us. That deserty ass lake. There's a lot of people there. Oh, thousands of thousands. John Brown told me right here, he said, long time when I was a kid, he said, you could see white, he said, just white every place for a long ways. That water washes out bones, he says. That's a people bone there, they say. That many people got killed in there. And there's like a man named Pearl Burkle name, Nausea. Him, he got the worst one. He almost died, a guy. Old poke up with the bayonets. they poke him like that.
Oh,
And that time while he was in the army fighting nighttime, I guess, and so many that Beaver Creek Indian fighting him, they just poke him up everywhere. He's still alive, he is the same. Till after war is over, when they stop and they check around those people. Hey, is anybody alive here? He said native language. Oh, die, oh. Anybody alive here? Mahwenji, he said. And finally, just a bunch of dead people there. Right here, son, Sekahwenji yet, he said. He don't say yet though, but Sekahwenji, who's that? He said. I don't know what his name that time. He got no Indian name then. And they check through the dead, move them over, down, in there, right here, he said. That was a Pearl Buckle. Okay. So they took him out of there, and they heal him themselves. See that how they do that, the Indian people. Mostly out here, would they use a pitch like balsam pitch. Oh, that balsam tree is very important tree, that one there. I'm going to tell you two young boys around Teslin River Park anyway. When I was a kid, well, I was about maybe almost 10 years old, 9 years old, I guess. And my dad said, come on, you don't want to sit at home. Come with me, I'll teach you how to hunt. He said, come with me. So I go with him. We'll travel around. We had lunch someplace. And we walk around on a mountain. One place, a lot of those balsam tree. I don't know what part is that. I will look around for maybe I could find it. One place there, it get yellow ground get yellow, just like when you go through the yellow leaf. Same thing. And we're a bunch of balsam tree. The ground get yellow over here. I was walking behind him. Then I said, hey, Daddy, I told him, what color is that ground here? He said, then he look up there. Boy, those are, what do you call that? Little, you know what the trees called eat? What do you call that? Dadzo, they call that Indian way.
Dadzo.
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 Dadzo, yeah.
Pine cones, eh?
Yeah, that's a kind. Like a bunch of them. You get yellow. Then the little hair grow out of it. But that long, I guess. And that hair just really yellow. Just like a yellow leaf. so many of them just yellow in there. You look at it. That's Louie, he told me. That's a medicine, he told me. Medicine, I tell him. Yeah, how you do it? Well, like you pick you pick lots, then you gotta boil them inside a pot, big pot, like a birch bark. A pot they got two at that time, and those days. Pretty big, to make a big birch bark. And when the hot water, they make hot water, they fill up that birch bark with water, cold water, and they heat up lots of little rock, thicker, they call that, round little rock. Then they gotta get something like a pliers, little willow, whatever kind. Then he catch one. That thing is hot. You could see bubble coming out of it and make hot water. Then he catch him. Then he take it out of the water. Then he put him in to that cold water. Then he put lots of the hot rock in there. Pretty soon that cold water started boil, huh? And that's for that medicine, that birch bark medicine. Then he said that water get yellow later on. That get yellow and then it turned green. When it turned green, well, they pick it up. That's when they put it someplace. I don't know, they got no bottle, but I don't know. And the problem is out something anyway. Oh yeah, they got I don't know, somehow to keep it, I think. Then I didn't sit there, I just look at him. Yeah? So he said, you know what kind of medicine is that? I tell him, no, I don't know. Your lungs medicine. When your lung painful, oh, bad pain, sometimes your lungs get sore, bad, they say, your lungs. Then you take a cupful, you swallow it down. And every day you do that. Pretty soon you don't feel that pain anymore in your lungs. And that stuff, he said, he killed that disease, he said. Pretty soon, no more you got lung trouble. No more. You can't climb a hill when your lungs, something wrong with it, he said. You can't climb that mountain, he said. And that somebody, and maybe one month after, he could run around on a mountain, he said. Lung will heal up, he said. That's the kind of medicine right there, he told me. So, what I'm thinking about right now, I think it's good for cancer, that medicine. That's what I want to tell you guys, so you know it. Someday, maybe, we try to fly around. I'll tell you what part of the country to go. And once you catch it out, then you know what kind of medicine. See, too many people die now with a cancer now.
Yeah. Do you remember where that was? June, Quich A. Ju Quich A. Was it on towards Johnson's Crossing, or was it towards Rolling Bowl?
I don't know. Someplace down below there, from Wonder Crossing. Someplace up now anyway. But you gotta go Ross River side. Ross River way side. West for that. And a mountain.
Did you want to
I don't know if you got a horses and look around with the horses, okay? Yeah.
I got not a lot.
Yeah, well, they bring you so far down,
Okay.
but it's down a river. But the horses is good.
Did you want to speak in the language and talk about going up hunting moose with your dad? Your uncles?
Yeah. Sure.
Speak dan aids a cloak, Jean.
Uh-huh. Don't you?
Okay.
Like India, it means my uncle said and dog, he go hunt. That's what that meant. Near Russia, he said, okay sometime. So, can I go out with you hunting? He said, sure, okay. Then, not too many times, but mostly I did a lot of hunting with my dad.
Jawatan.
Huh?
Jawatan. Kanai Kartladayana. Where did you go hunt for moose?
Oh, down mostly I know, around Tutchone River. Sometime this side, before Tutchone, sometime the other side. See, this, so I don't know, there's quite a few places.
Mach O. Who taught you to hunt? Dunk A.
How you call it?
Who taught you to hunt?
Yeah. Oh, my dad.
Nta?
Yeah, I taught. it's good when they hunt around. Sometimes I take a rest, look around for moose with his glass. Then he put it down. Then he talked to me right there. He told me a story about hunting. Oh, it seemed that, like what he said, the moose, he teach you how to hunt himself. Again, hunting, did done, just done, hunt, done. He teach all the Indian people how to hunt. He teach himself. Cause how they get him. You see, the older timer, older Bush Billy, pretty good at that. He's my grandpa.
Louie, did you ever hear about the way that moose travel? Is that I was reading about in some old stuff about moose. They travel, and that's what our people talked about. They traveled with the sun. They travel with the sun just like us, eh?
Yeah.
They go in clockwise in the bush.
Yeah, that's what. Thank you for bringing that up. I was thinking about that. Johnny McGundy, they call this guy here. He been to school car cross from Little Simon a long time ago. Another one is Jimmy Johnny. That one too, from Little Simon too. He been to school too. And those two, I was so surprised. Way down, one was surveying that road from what do you call?
Livingston?
No, on the highway. Watson Lake. That road to Watson Lake from Carmax. See how he go through Ross River and all the way through right close to Pelly Bank. And from there cutting in this way like to the right hand side. Then they get into Francis Lake. And the right hand side you go through Francis Lake. Then you get in after Francis Lake, there's a Francis River there. That's where on that Francis Lake Road from Watson Lake, and right there they call it Highland River. Down towards the Highland River, that total to go to there. Like a highway too, pretty good. And right there, where the Highland River turn off, right there we working on fixing the culvert a long time ago. No, when I was young anyway, not too long ago. Freddie Jackson used to work there with us too. Then one day, the other workers, they got their own bus and the other tent. Those people want to go to Watson Lake. They got their check. They want to buy clothes. This coat is no good for rain. He said, okay. So the boss said, okay, you want to pair up your stuff? And my shoes not very good. He said, I need a shoe pack, good for rain. I get wet all the way down. I said, I want to go to the store. So that's what they say. So they're all gonna go, and then the whole camp go down there, and just us, we got our own crew, and our crew stay. And Jimmy Johnny, he was there with us. That's the man that been to school and Kaka school. So he raised up there. Then he tell my brother Johnny, he's a boy, nice day today. And he little bit of boss too, our boss too. Oh, nice day, he said. Oh, I think we'll take a day after today, he said. I see a moose track and a road walking around in a mud. Can I look for it? He said. Johnny, my brother Johnny, tell him, sure, he said. Do that, he said, as we stay home. Okay, he said. So he gone early in the morning. I think to myself, after he gone, then we'll talk about it. You think you get a moose like that? He just laughed. I don't know. He's gonna try anyway. He's a schoolboy, you know. He told me. He don't know nothing about moose. I don't think he get anything. Oh, let him hunt. He said. Let him learn. He said. And the bushy place, he walked back on the highway. And so far, where he figured he see a moose track, and he find a place. Then from there, about 5 days ahead of him. Then he counted day. That first day, he said, that's where he go. He go to the mountain, no. So he hang around this way then. He pointed around. That's what he said. That's where he is now. See that how he know that? That means he been with his daddy. When he come back from school, his daddy teach him a little bit. So he go this way, he say he go this way, that's where he gonna come out. Sure enough, he see the track again, and he follow it. Then he know, then they walk in a bush. He's very quiet, huh? He's just sneaking around there. He got a wool jacket like. Where's my pack sack over there? That kind of pack sack, no good. It makes too much noise through the bush. You touch with it here. Moose, you could hear it a long ways. You got a good ear, some moose, you know. So that's why. So Jimmy Johnny, he left a pack sack, and he knew where. Before he go, he sized it with a mountain, hillside. He look at a hill first. Oh, this one look like it, and this one, and a four-way like a cross. Right here, I'm gonna put my pack sack. So he recognized all those mountains, and he know where his pack sack is. See, white people don't do that. You just put them any place, and he get lost. And so he just go like that. He got a good yarn clothes, Then they sneak around with it. So then they say, when I get lost, he said, I don't know, I see the track you go this way, and I don't want to get mixed up with the wind. Wind might blow that way. So he got matches. He take out the matches, he strike it. And that smoke come out of it, and that smoke which way you go, then he know the wind blow that way. And then he out it good. Then he know which way wind go. So he turn it back this way, sir. And I sneaking down this way. Sure enough, through the bushes, I just come out right place, he said. I see he's standing around there eating away, he said. There was a 2-year-old bull. And so he see, and through the bush, he load up his gun, boo! He give him one shot, he said. He fall down, he said. There was moose, he said, boy. And about 4 o'clock afternoon, he finally come back. He got big pack. Right here, you guys, we got him. He said, boy, first thing my brother look at me, and we laugh at him because he's a schoolboy. He don't know nothing, we figure. And then Johnny tell him, well, you learn that through the bush, you get a moose, he said. Yeah, he said. How you do it? Oh, I learned it, he said. I learned from my dad, they said, a long time ago. When I come out of school, I go hunt with him. He teach me. That's how I got the moose, through the bush. Pretty hard to do that. Take good hunter to get it through the bush. So he a good fat moose he got. Hyundai so fun.
Shotgun.
So fun means good horse, good moose. Like I would say, 4-year-old bull. Pretty soon on Hyundai Chirazzo. You're gonna be a good moose pretty quick now. 4-year-old bull. Oh, that's a good stuff, that. That's really nice and fat, huh? That's the kind you're looking for. I was surprised. 1 year ago now, I studied in my school, huh? I go to school yet. And I started to learn too. Like I never went to school, kind of the car cross. I was going to go there in 1930. That time we come over to from Undercross to here. That summer, 1930, 38, that's when my mother died. 1939. One time we're playing around with the White Horse kids. We're bumming to him. I got a brother. My brother a little older than me, but 2 years older. His name is Billy. Billy Smith. Then we play around with those kids. Then they see good vehicles stop right outside Daddy's house. Two white men get out of there. Nice, good, clean suit of clothes. We look at them. We talk with mostly Indian people in there, young kids. What the white man want? He look at us. That's what he want. That's from Kaka school. Mission school, they call them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I remember I could go there too, but somehow I didn't have a chance to get there. I could go to school at the same time. So that's how come I know those people, bunch of people come from every place. Ross River. No wonder they pick up a sickness. They got big truckload full young kids from Ross River. And Champagne Way. Then my dad told me too, he's mostly like little salmon Indians. That's Carmax. And Ross River, see all this here. And up this way, Tutchone. And Asiac. And so they old people, that's where they call 31 Mile. There's a bunch of Indians from there too. See? Where the road horses, like a toad road, they had to Dawson City. White Pass do that. The same company that railroad. They should take the railroad right down to Dawson. But they use team of horse from here and to run the excursion train. I mean, tours. And so they use the horses and that road all the way down to Carmax. From past Carmax, then they get to Fort Salt Creek. No, not Fort Salt Creek right away. Then they cut across below Carmax, the place they call Yukon Crossing. And this way you gotta take the horses across. I don't know, they must have had some kind of a ferry there. Then you go across Yukon Crossing. Then from there you go down to Minto. From Minto, I don't know where they get across again. I think they go across to left-hand side again. And here they get to Fort Salt Creek. And there are a lot of Indian people from there too a long time ago. And a little bit of Carmax now, they talk the same way. But you see how to get a start. Young people will have to use English. See? Like this one here, like thinking people do that too. They, you gotta call a cup like a little one, like little kids, like your granddaughter or grandson. They don't know what you're talking about. If you tell them, you don't know what you're talking about. Hey, give me that cup. See? That's what that meant. All this thing I got to see, you got to use English and native. A good way to, on top of it, they got to call it right away too. Just got to be perfect. Just like the same time when you go to school. I went to school down here, down in Anglican, in 1939. Me and my brother. I was this young. 5 years old that time, I think. And before that, when we start, he said, don't talk to one another. He said, it's got to be nice, and this is, it's a classroom. He said, don't talk to one another. When you want to hear somebody talk, there's me, I do the talking, he said, like a school teacher, eh? And you listen to me, he said, but don't talk to one another. Don't try to say, what did he say? What did he say, that guy? You got to listen yourself, he said. Like that's what he meant now, I think about it. That's what he said. But that time I don't understand. Not only me alone. I better told the whole class. Just the young kids down Anglican School in Whitehorse. And he said, we're going to start off with the alphabet. All the kids would look at one another. As they come closer, what did he say? Alphabet. He said, I don't know. That's what I did. And what did he say? I tell my friend, it's a Roy Chacon sitting up beside me, a little boy too. What did he say, Roy? He said, I don't know. I don't know what that means, he said, alphabet, he said. We start out with the alphabet. Okay, he said. Then he showed out. I don't want to start with A, B, C, D, E, F, all the way right up to Z. 26 letters, he said. You got to know all. You got to call it all. Okay, call it, he said. So to call it, he said. Oh, I'm not doing too good myself. I try to call English and can't do it. Oh. And very hard to say for me, A. I can't say A. And A, B, C, D, E, F, like that. Boy, at least if we get 5, it's okay. That's what he said. Then you get some more again. Don't forget you got to study that. That's how you got to learn, he said. You got to call those vowels. And I don't know what the vowels is. So next day, okay, he said, we start off again, he said, with the alphabet. Okay, start again. Then they showed a letter up there, A, B, C, D, E, F like that. All the way 26 letters. It's only 26 letters, that's all. He said, call it. Go ahead, start on it. He look around there. Some little bigger kids like you start out first. Okay, call it now. What kind of letter did they say? First one, they said. What's that? And she just know it's a woman. She look at it long time. And look around, those lot of kids is waiting for her to call it. And I said, I don't know. Then they come up to me, Louie, he called my last name, Smith. You try it. God, I don't know how to call it. I don't know how to call it A. So I look at it, the way it looked like a little house to me. Then, okay, call it now, he told me. The school teacher. I tell him, I know that though, but I can't call it. Well, call it then, whose way you know it. I said, okay. And I said, I know how to make that. Which one? He said, that little house there, tell him. That little house, he said. What kind of house? He said. The one, the little house you got, the first one. That's not a little house. That's an A. Oh boy. And a whole bunch of kids in there all laugh out. A little house. Me, the only way I can come closer, I don't even know how to call it A. Oh, Louie, I know you got stuck in there. He said. Oh, we'll call it A. Say A. Tell me. I said A. Now make it. What do it look like? A. So I start up A. At least I got about 2, 3, 4 of them anyway. See, that's kind of hard to start off a long time ago. But down here, different. But nowadays, different. Pretty good this time. Well, he tells us a lot of things. Right here, this is an Anglican place. He said, we believe God here. We don't lick you that much just good as a car crash. But in car crashes, you gotta watch your tongue. You gotta watch. Don't talk to nobody. If they caught you, talk to anybody. If they caught you once, if they caught you a second time, you get spanking. He said. No third time. He said. That's what they do in car crashes. Right here, you get away pretty easy. Right here, he said. Oh boy, I don't know what to do. I gotta go to car crash. At the same time, the disease got into car crash in August, I think. And the man they called George Dawson, this is my daddy's nephew. He go see Daddy, and he sat down with him. Andy, ni do ni under ni so. What are you going to do with your kids? Well, when my wife died now, he says, so I can't handle those kids. I got to send him to Carcass school, I guess, he said. Oh, he said, don't do it. Don't do it, he told him. Daddy said, why? If you send him to Carcass school this fall, I don't know, some of them, you're not going to see him again, he told me. He told my dad. And you're just going to send him, the last time you're going to see him down a White Pass depot from there, you're not going to see him again, he said. He's going to be dead when you come back here. That's what he said. Well, what's that for? How come, he said? Oh, bad disease get into Carcass. So he said, don't send your kids, not even one. He said, leave them alone. Maybe next year or 2 years from now, it's okay, you could send some of them. He said, okay. So that's how come I've never been to school, see? My daddy liked to send me to school, but no. He knew I was just going to go one way. Just right, oh, lots of school. Lots of little kids that died in Carcass. Thousands and thousands. With a TB, they call. And very late, when I was about 10 years old, I think. And some of my nephew, Morris, like a Morris McIntosh, Carl McIntosh, and some of the people I know, Frank Billy and Charlie Burns, and a lot of them I know. Arthur R. Jones, Carcass, they're going to this school here, mission school. And I see another truck stop again. I was always going to go. I want to make up my mind to go to school, a mission school down here, downtown Whitehorse. And I want to go there. And at the same time, I see another bunch come in from a Champaign district. And that's what I see is a lot of strange little kids come in. I know first one come in as Bobby Joe. And some more come in, and I think of your dad too, one of them. And Morris McIntosh, my nephew, told me that boy, that's what that's a Howard Joe, is one of them. Nice little boy, that one. Everybody liked him. That's how come I know Howard. Yes, there's a lot of kids. And the Christmas, boy, lots get into it down here. See, they let go of Carcass. Mostly mission school take the kids. But I don't know where that TB come from again. Some of them, they got TB. I remember what they call Rose Brune. You know Rose Brune? And that like Minnie Brune. Those family, they got it. And they check up for TB down here. And they cut Rose. And after they cut some of those The rest of the kids with the TB. I don't know where they come from. Maybe car crash, I guess. See, that's why they kind of cut down a little bit. They don't send their kids not too much to school after that. Maybe a long ways, it's okay.
Danke, do ye?
Oh, I know Paddy Jim used to handle this kind. Danke, Sue, Utad.
Yechi?
Yeah, in time you catch him.
Okay.
Sue, especially somebody they call that. That's it's a salmon.
Okay.
You put him in the water like that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he didn't know it. You're gonna catch it. I think you gotta close it in behind you too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so he can get out. And he get inside this thing here, and I don't know. Danke do you? I don't know what's the name, native way. Oh, you got a gate right there, huh?
Okay.
Yeah. See, you gotta use that.
Mm-hmm.
So when a salmon get in here, that's it. He try to get out and you catch him. How I grab it here, and you got a salmon.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it's there for. It's made out of willow, and they fix a trap too, like a fish trap they call. And that one they got the name shawl they call that. Shawl. See, that's when you gotta call it right. That's why I say you gotta use English too. If you don't use English, it's gonna be hard. How are you gonna call it native way? That's all shawl, that's all I say. That's all I know. That's a fish trap. Little kids don't know how to call it. Then they gotta call it shawl. Then you gotta give them the right name. That alphabet and that vowels. I asked my teacher when I started school not too long ago, how you guys, when you get a letter, and I showed to somebody, white man over there, he said the same thing. And what's in that paper, that writing sheet, and he read it all down just exactly what somebody read it. He say same thing. He don't mess one. I tell my teacher it's a white lady. I think you people know. You must know what her name, Faith. That's a white girl named Faith. She was my teacher.
Kwanlin Dan Ayuda? Kwanlin Dan Ayuda?
Kwanlin, yeah. So,
did you ever see these used when you were young?
huh?
Did you ever see these used by your mom or dad? Or
Oh, no, I never see it when I was young by my mom and dad. But I see it down here when I was about 12 years old, I think. And when they're having down the Yukon River Bridge down here, they're having a great big celebration on the 1st of July, sometime in June. They call Aboriginal Day. A lot of Indians come together there. And Paddy Jim used to carry on this kind. You know what for? He tell a white man. They look at it, they think, I don't know, it look like good for fish. He said, you're right. He said, good for salmon. He said, you said it there, you got to watch it though. He said, when the salmon get in here, and you pick it up with you, he can't get away. You catch him, you got your dinner there, he said. That's what Paddy Jim say. I don't know what to call this one here, this one. But yeah, you're right, you inji. See, you gotta call everything right, it's gotta be perfect. Just like in English. Some of them we don't call it right because we never seen that kind of thing before the whole life. And when we're growing up, that's why we don't know. That's all we know, how to catch a gopher, things like that. And the gopher, mostly gopher, I tell you by gopher snares. Gopher snares.
Sawmill.
Melt.
Sawmill.
No, you don't call gopher same time, no. Just, yeah, sawmill, you're right. Sawmill. And little kids don't know how to say that. Even though no English, I remember I tried. My mom used to tell me that. I remember that a little bit. I just like gone again because I was so young. I try to talk her language. That's a native language. I can't do it. You got to call it right, she told me. So you got to call it right. Same thing as English. At school. I've never been to school though, but a little bit now. Like the way they make a shout as a gopher trap. I mean salmon. A salmon trap.
You.
Fish trap.
Okay.
Shout they call. How to get a start with that? I never see it done though, but the way Daddy tell the story about that. You got to get just right water, where that kind of scattered water like that, just like a truck shoe. You see kind of shallow place, like only about that deep of water, truck shoe. See, cause the water is scattered there. That's why kind of white there. That's where they got that shell there. You look at it, you think about it next time you see it. You could see fish swimming around on the bottom. Right there at nighttime, when it's dark, see you got the fish trap right there, a shell. And the fish get inside it just like this thing here. But this was a little different made. That shell, They got a place to go, big place. Fish swim around there. And that person, you got to jump about that high. He jump over. And there's a blogger over there stand this way. Then he gets stuck there inside of that fish trap. He got nowhere to get away. Because it's what they call a shout. And when they get bundled up like something like this, even like that, fish can't slip off. Because you know who said? Crow. Turkey. Yeah. Somebody tell him the fish going to slip out there. No way, he said. He's not going to slip out. The way I fix it, he said. He get caught right here, he said. Once he get caught here, he can't get away anymore. He's not going to slip out, he said. Turkey, yes, see. That's the fish trap. He catch him, not one of them get out. He stay right there till even a bundle like that. And he can't get away. And the people come around there, they pick it out. They take how many fish they want. They just grab them by hand. Pretty hard to grab a salmon. I scared of salmon because teeth looks pretty bad. Pretty dangerous. But he don't bite. Salmon don't bite. But you gotta watch jackfish. Jackfish, he bite like a dog. You ever fishing someplace, you catch a jackfish, you level it up with a fish net, you see it hit, you gotta clip him. See, then when he knock out, that's when you take it off. Because he bite that fish. A decker. That's what they call that.
Decker.
Yeah. You said good. Like some of the people, like they should test it out, huh? Like a climax, because climax are really right close to Asiac. They got a big trail through there, climax and Asiac, a long time ago. And they know how to talk. They understand climax pretty good, Asiac people. See, that kind of place, you got to go to Asiac, tell the old timer to tell, when they're telling a story, you listen there. So you got to have your teacher beside you too. And when you don't understand what he say, he tell you right away in English. Oh, okay. And you write it down. See, that's how they learn. White man learn pretty fast, too. I don't know where they have native language over here someplace. And this house.
Right here.
Huh? Right here?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. So, right here. That time John Redder was here. The white man talked native language really good. Him, he got some money. I'm going to speak in native after. He got some money in a Royal Bank. and he asked me so for some question that John Ritter. Sometimes he don't know, huh? How you say Dunke? He's a white man, John Ritter. I think he's down at Asiac now, I guess. That he got some money in the Royal Bank. 3 days I wanna teach me language for three days, he said. I said, okay, I'll pay you out of my own money, he said. I want to learn, he said. So I told him, okay. Well, he don't want to say it the English way. Well, he said, bang, though. I said, Louie, he said, bang nari sao. You could and bang to call Royal Bang. You touching you alley, between that alley. That's what he said. You button hachi number a year. We had a you didn't dana nindo karisa. Tell me, I'm gonna get the money for you. I gotta hold a presser. You gotta use a presser. You know, the bank doing like a cell phone bank. What do you call it?
Buttons.
Like when you put your money in the bank and they give you a card. How you call that thing?
Bank machine. Bank machine.
Yeah, bank machine.
Bank machine.
Yeah. Machine, that's okay. Yeah. You yet are holding Dana near help it, I'm gonna give you money from that machine, that's what he meant. Yes. I stopped and he walked out of there, out of the driver, and behind the Royal Bank. There was bank closed, you see. But 5 o'clock that time. Then he pressured. Money comes, how much money he want? I think he gave me $30. $35, I think. So $35. I give it to you. So he pressed the money, see? See, I got a bank closed, Louie, he told me. But this one number closed, he said. Oh, he talk Indian pretty good, that white man. You know him?
A Jew. You know how to say prayer?
Oh, not hard.
In the language?
Yeah?
Could you say the prayer in the language?
Chair?
No. Prayer.
Or
Pray.
chair? Chair?
Pray.
Oh, pray, sure.
Eka kwarije.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Nkwanje.
Yeah. It's like it's well, I don't want to say it, sink it away, but George Ned always called it sink it away, a kind of cow. He said, no, this part of people don't call it that way. So that's the sound of Tutchone, that one. So they good and my father, they call that so. Ut means he's a very important man. When you get stuck, how would I say now? I hear on the TV, he called C anyway, CA I think. God got a CA, something like that. God no. That's what I mean. See, if the old man tell a story, well, he's not going to use English down there. He just tell his story. When he finish it, that's it, he get up. And what he going to say? He don't speak English, that guy. He speak his language. I don't know what he's talking about. That's what he's going to say. I don't understand Carmax. What do he say? He tell you, you got to tell him then. That's what she's talking about. That's how. See, you got to call it right way too. One time when I was going to school down a house of learning down the village, and the school teacher told me, we got to go up to college. So right here, I'm quite sure right here, we've been here. Lots of white people here at that time. John Ritter was here too. And what John Ritter say, he speak a native language. Danja, Duncan, he said, what is show? Louie, he told me. Son, that's what he said, John Ritter. Louie, he told me. Duncan, he said, what is show? I said, okay. He said, I'm going to speak native language to you. Dacha, Danja, he said. Shonya, I said, yes. You need you talk what da, he said. You don't feel a little, you got a little headache? That's what he meant. You talk what da, he said. Your brain's okay. See? That's what he said. He understands lots of guys. And my shoes, my shoelace, I got to fix them up. And I was busy with my shoelace. And there 3-4 more behind me talking to me in native language. I tell them, yes, yeah. I answered English way. I know some Indian figure, some Indian boys. That's what I think. Yes, I said. Then I turned around, I look. There's a bunch of white boys there, about 4 or 5 of them. Stand up and they look at me. I say, you guys, is that you talk? He said, yes. Oh boy, I said, you speak pretty good. And see, he just called the right way. About 5 of them there. That's what I mean. See, you gotta use a little bit of English in it too, see? That's how they learn. Yeah, just exactly the same way white people, huh? Yeah. That school teacher I got here, like those, I don't know how many will go through. Two wonder now. He don't walk around with me. He's not gonna be with me. And the rest of the time, like something I know I see on the wall. I can read it myself. I don't have to ask nobody. Hey, what do you say up there? I don't want to say that. I can read it myself. Now I'm coming up that way. The white lady told me you gotta learn your vowels. And I started catching on what you're talking about. Yeah. One thing I see when I go to Champagne down up there, Chaville. Yes, you're right. For the land claims, for little kids, the native, he's not going to be all gone for a while now. You're going to follow the 20, 30 years from now, 50 years from now. I don't know I'm going to be here or not, around right here or not. I don't think you'll see elder gonna gone. So just the young people, like, they weren't going to be on. Eh? So they got to know those young kids. They weren't but that high right now. You got to know those days. You got to know native language. One place, I'll tell you another one, very important one. Right here, about 15 years ago, I remember that. That time we stayed in the old village down here. Well, I was working for Kwanlin then. And the chief, I don't know who's the chief, I think Johnny Smith, I think. They got to go to Fairbanks, Alaska. That asked Johnny Smith, you got to take your crew, your bunch. So someone want to go bring him to Fairbanks. Want to tell us a story about what they're doing, and many years ago. How Yukon doing? Want to know. They get paid for it, he said. Americans are going to pay for it. Okay. Then they tell them, bring your elder. Bring your elder people, the old Indian. Bring them along too. Oh, okay. So Carcass, all these people, Ross River, right down to Petty Crossing, they all go. One day, they go to Fairbanks, Alaska. And when they got to Fairbanks, 2 days, 3 days later, when they get ready, they make a meeting there. They go to school, they ask questions on white people, Fairbanks. He said, a chief from Kwanlin done. Johnny Smith put up his hand. Yeah, come on, Johnny. So you were the chief, huh? He said, yes. Okay. He asked a question. Native. Well, he did his best anyway, just like what he said this morning. Yeah, but he made it true. Johnny Smith, okay, bring your elder. So he called the elder out, come on. Then, and he got an elder. He's quite a few elders with him. A lot of young ones too. Then finally, American, they started ask questions. And those young people get stuck, eh? I don't know. Yeah. Oh, you got elder here? Yeah, right there. Okay. So, white man call him out. What's his name, that guy? Come here. They ask him a question. What's that mean? How you call this? Just right there, he gave me an answer. That's what the name of it. Oh, good. And Then they bring all those different nations, Pelly crossing everywhere. But when they got to Ross River, people, young chief over there, Ross River, we were supposed to go to Fairbanks to ask a question by native language. You think we need an elder there? Just a bunch of like a consular, all the young people. So finally, he said, okay, the young people first, come. And he called, who is the chief here? The young man put up his hand right here. Okay. Then he said, what's that mean? This one, like he tell him what they want to get. He understand it. He understand English. Okay, what do you say for that? How you say it on your language? Well, he kind of young too, that chief. He said, I don't know. No, I don't want to hear that. He said, don't say you don't know. He said, you're the chief, he said. Yes, I'm a chief. How many elders you got here? Just right there. That's all. He said. You mean to say that's all you got there? He said, don't leave elder behind Ross River. He said, I know quite a few over there. He said, that's all you got right there. No, it's no good. Well, he said, that's all for you guys. Ross River will never get nothing out of there. He said, we don't know what they're talking about. No elder. That's all, I guess. You might as well just have your holiday now. You walk around. They don't ask them a question no more, see? Because they got no elder. So you gotta have an elder, that's all, gotta be. Because they're the one. A lot of things we had to talk about. Like, I don't know, this is Sullivan Tutchone here. Some of the nations, they know too, like a bear wash, he know their own way. And Tutchone, no Dalton Post, they know their own way too. And Asiac, he know his own way. See? Like those people from Champaign District right there, they know their own way too. So that's right, like so what you say, so you know where just soon as they call the dialect, see, like a Climax Indian. Judy, where you going? That's what they say to you. Oh, I'm going that way. I'm going to do that today. That's what you say. And you are right? Climax way? You're going to say yes. You got the answer right there. See, just like that, that's right. You got to learn all this here too. All they're called different way. So it's good that they don't give up on it the way you say. You gotta get as much as you can. You gotta get the story right. While a lot of elder people living. I miss a lot of elder people here, White Horse. I see from George Ned from 31 Mile, the man they call George Ned, who talked to him Indian way. Then he said, how about you, how you feel? That's what he meant. Oh, he speaks pretty good, that George Ned. That's he come from Sioux Throat, they call that, and the Carmack's old road. They call 52 Mile Lake, I think. That's where he come from. Oh, they got a good fish there. They got same kind of fish what we catch in close to 1016, that lake, Pine Lake they call. I think so, isn't it? Yeah, Pine Lake. To see that whitefish, that white. Lake Labarge, whitefish, only that small. Rest of the place, but that big testland everywhere. But you don't get it that white, it's as good as a Pine Lake.
Seaman?
Yeah, that's what they call shrew, or something like that.
Shrew?
No, I don't think so. I think a little different name. Sudekala, whitefish. That's what I'm, yeah. Yeah. That's one. But Pine Lake, you got a good whitefish. And they sold it at Petty Crossing. And the spring of a year, but May month, I think. You go down there, you go that creek over there, come down from Tarwood Lake. I think they catch them there too. You got to set a net though. But the whitefish, but that white, oh boy, really good. Nice and fat, just right. Not too fat, just perfect. Annie Smith used to go down there and get some every fall, every springtime. So that's where I see good fish at Pelly Crossing and Pine Lake. Nice, good whitefish. I really enjoy that. I like whitefish somehow. I like it when they're fried. Well, Dunke, I'll tell you the story by Fort Selkirk. Fort Selkirk, that's below Carmack. Oh, below Mentor too. Oh, I don't know how many miles. It could be about 40 miles, maybe a little more. That's where Fort Selkirk is. And I asked those people come from there, Fort Selkirk. And some of the women come from there. Oh, where you raised up? Fort Selkirk. She said, oh, good, I tell her. Oh, Lizzie Hager, Lizzie Hall. You know her?
Okay.
Yeah, her. Where you raised up? Fort Selkirk, she told me. Oh, I'm going to ask her a question then. She said, go ahead. What do you want to know? She told me. I said, John Hooch and Joe, Fort Selkirk. What kind of nation people hang around there? Carmacks? Yes, a little bit of Carmacks, she told me. What do you call that place? I tell him. What do you call that Fort Selkirk Native Way? She said, Tutchone, yeah, Tutchone, Tutchone Chu. Dash, she said, that's a, it's a Tutchone, that's a Dalton Post, native,
Okay.
yeah. That's what the name of Fort Selkirk, she told me. Yeah? How come? Well, it's mostly those people from Dalton Post. Every summer, they go to Asiac from there, not too far down to Fort Selkirk. And here they always fill up in there. I don't know, they want to get a king salmon, I guess. And so they go to Fort Selkirk. And it's just full of suits and people there. That's why those Fort Selkirk people, he called that place Suits and Chew. And a mouth of Dalton people water. That's what he said. That's what the name of that place, Fort Selkirk. That's what she say anyway. Maybe I'm wrong, I don't know, but I'm quite sure that's what she said.
Dashe is like where the river comes out, eh?
Yeah.
Where it meets another.
Dashe, yeah.
Dashe.
See, just like right here, not too far. The mouth, Takina, that's what they call Dashe. Takina, Dashe. See, you put a little bit of English in it, then see, gotta be English, gotta join it just a little touch better, see? That one there, Takina, Yechu Dashe. See, there's a mouth of Takina River. That's what that meant. Where he hit this Yukon, down there. Another one, where this Yukon River hit Lake LaBarge. I don't know what the name of this river down here.
Chuniquan?
Kwanlin, yeah. Kwanlin.
Chuniquan?
Huh?
Chuniquan?
That's what the name of it?
Shiny water?
Yeah, Chuniquan.
Chuniquan.
Yeah, shiny water, yeah. You're right. Chuniquan, you Dashe you. See? Where you hit Lake LaBarge, that water. And way down, look more better yet, down to call Huadelinco.
Okay.
Huadelinco, that's Teslin River, he hit Yukon. That's where they call Huadelinco. They used to have a police station. Police station there a long time ago. Policemen stationed there. A lot of policemen there many years ago. Maybe 100 or something like that. RCMP. Right there, better yet, the way it look. When the first time I see Huadelinco, 1944, 43, I think I see it. Boy, all of a sudden we come down, there's an island there, and we see the river coming down there. Boy, just blue.
Okay.
And me and my brother said, look at that. Look at that river there. Just blue. Boy, you could see way down. And the Tutchone River dark. You could see a strip between the shiny water and dark water. You ride through Yukon. Are you Dasher?
Hudlinkwa, do you know what that word means?
Yes.
Yichi?
Hudlinkwa, so that word.
Okay.
Holding you. That means you're up against a cliff, and every cliff down that way you're up against it. When a high water, you go against it, then it went up so high, then later on a cave. That's why lots of cliff on the Hudlinkwa River. Lots of cliff here and there like that. Some of them even chute, they call that. That's not mountain. Chute means chute. That means, I never see one down this way. Or up that way, I think. Like a big hillside. And the water had lots of Takina chute. They call it little hill. They don't call it mountain. See, Nalian, you know where it is?
Okay.
Nalian chute. That's a chute, that one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. See, Takina River, you go right underneath it.
Mm-hmm.
Nalian, they call that. Nalian means reflex mountain. When from here you go to Champagne, then you come up so far, up this way on the highway, first thing you hit the Nalian, see, reflex. Your eye hit it. Even you look this way, but your eye hit it right here. Think that people see war. They were looking for a long time ago. Think that people come down this way. Some of them come through by the railroad, the Chilko Trail, they call that. Bennett, BC, around there, and Carcross, and they come down this way right here to Kwanlin. They called Kwanlin that time. It's still named same way yet. By the way, destroyed for maybe 60, 70 years. Then when Indian come back again, they can recolor it over again. White man, they don't call it Kwanlin, they call it White Horse. And even, what do you call this place? Kwanlin, they call them. Oh, what's that mean? Through the canyon. The river run through the canyon, that's what that meant. You go to a chute, the big hill. The river crooked like that. And he go this way, left side, and right side again, left side like that. That's how he go, Tutchone River.
That's called Hudlinkwa, eh?
Yeah. And around June, you don't need to worry about channel then. You just drive any place, boy, go right up. When he race, he go up 17 feet high. Long ways, huh?
Crazy.
17 feet high. Race, Tutchone River, in June. Oh, high water, boy. You can't get across it with a raft. You got to be careful because it's too swift. Who you go across. Doesn't kill who you. What I say now.
Chishu?
Yeah.
Chishu? Aju di thai.
Oh, and doesn't kill holding chuga. Doesn't kill you're going to go through Tutchone River.
Okay.
Holding chu.
Holding chu.
That's inter, like yes, chu inter.
Chu inter.
High water, that's what I meant.
Chu inter.
Yeah, chu inter, not inter.
Not inter.
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 Yeah, see, you were wrong right there. See, the inter.
Inter.
You shoot. Holding lean chu inter. Just straight. Inter. Yeah.
Inter.
Yeah. So.
Practice that one.
And Champagne, I'm on a car cross. You chewing the. Say to.
Chewing the.
Chewing the.
Chewing the.
No, not you guys. Let it go. Southern Tutchone. Carmax way. Chewing the.
Chewing the.
Chewing the.
Chewing the.
No. See, that's the kind I want to get. You got to call it right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Chewing the.
Chewing the.
Chewing the.
Yeah. Your mother, funny, you can't talk the language.
I'm a residential school.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. No.
If Kitty was still alive, be okay.
Okay.
She'd tell you right away.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Klachi?
Like here, too.
No, I don't. I got this mask on, eh? So.
Yeah.
Klachi? Klachi?
Like here.
Klaki?
Like here, yeah.
Take?
Like here.
Take?
Take care.
Clenche?
Sanche.
Kwalakun?
Quilico.
Okay.
Quilico, that's 5?
Okay.
Oh, now I know now. Uh-huh.
Sure thing. Oh, Niga Shonithan, Louie.
Yeah. You know, my grandma, I don't know what her name is. Native way. We'll get that though anyway. Don't worry about it. My grandma, she lived in the Tutchone River. That's where she died too. And she buried in Tutchone River. Just like my mother is. And that's good. Get that LMO. Ellen Shorty, huh?
Ellie Shorty.
Yeah, oh, she liked to talk native language. She tried hard, but she kind of young too. I think when she called, she's from Carmack, so she got to change it to a Kwanlin done. Pretty hard. So that's why she kind of shy with it. She tried to get in a little bit of Carmack and Southern Tutchone. Kind of hard for her, I think. So she need a little training for that.
Yeah.
One time I was working, I was sitting down at the old village. I see Linda Harvey. You know Linda Harvey, huh?
Okay.
Linda Harvey was working over here. And she's my cousin, that one. My granddaughter. Little bit anyway. So here I come. Somebody want to bring me over here. I think John Redder too with that one. He used to be boss over here. But I think the other girl took over. What's her name now? Margaret Smith. She still here yet?
Arju.
Maybe down Asiac.
Oh, Margaret Workman.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, Margaret.
Yeah, she's retired now, Margaret.
Oh no, that's the girl could talk, boy.
Oh, I know.
Oh, too bad they're retiring too fast. And you need a hand yet. That's the one that could. She could have sat right here, boy. Even me, he could have told me I got to say it right. Yeah. Oh, she understands good, that one.
Good.
You see, they're building a school over here, Kwanlin done. Just one. That's good. What they say, well, the chief we got is from Old Crow. Different people.
I know.
But it got to be from here. I meant to say it nice. We got a good chief right now. But she don't understand. See, she's young. And however, she come from Old Crow. I mean, not come from Old Crow. Yeah, like she born here though, but I don't come from Old Crow. So the school she don't understand, see. The school they're good for the little one. We gotta teach them that big. 5. Then you gotta learn a little bit of native. That's what they're gonna do. That's what I hear up there. Kwanlin done. They want to teach them Kwanlin. I think the whole nation, and they want to teach them a little bit of singing too. And all this thing, just like this boy say, you gotta learn. That's right, yeah. You gotta learn a little bit of singing. Singing too, like it's I don't know what that meant. I will say it out to you. I don't know what that meant. That one thing we gotta say it right.
My little Athea.
Athea.
Athea. She's half Tlingit, eh?
Niet zo man. Not Athea.
No, Athea.
Athea means
Athea.
my grandpa. What that meant.
Oh, Athea, my daughter.
Oh, it's wrong. See.
Okay.
See, that's wrong.
Oh.
Very close the same though, but wrong.
Oh, you thought I said Ashia.
Well, Athea.
Ashia.
Athea.
Ashia.
Athea. Athea. She's my daughter, something like that. Athea. Athea means grandpa. Athea. 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 You see a little different right there. Athea, better that way. That's my granddaughter. And little boys too, you call them the same way too. Athea. See?